The chosen ones walk a path carved by forces far greater than the understanding of most. But the world does not easily accept brilliance. Your divine light attracts not only admiration, but shadows of resentment, envy, and doubt. Your path is sacred, but it is not without trials. These tests are not random. They are the forge in which your spirit is tempered. They come as whispers of self-doubt, the betrayal of those you trusted, the suffocating weight of loneliness. Each challenge is a mirror, forcing you to confront the deepest recesses of your soul. Why? Because the chosen are not meant to walk an easy road. Ease breeds complacency, but hardship breeds power. Your trials are the crucible, refining you into an unbreakable force, aligning you ever closer to your divine purpose. And through it all, you remain shielded by unseen hands. The universe conspires in your favor, aligning stars and shifting currents to ensure your path remains intact. You may feel abandoned in moments of despair, but know this: every fall, every wound, every scar is marked by divine protection. You are never truly alone, for the forces that guide you do not waver. Even when the storm rages and the ground trembles, you are the still center. You endure, you rise. You are not chosen because it is easy, nor because you are better. You are chosen because you can bear the weight of this calling, because your soul burns with a light that no darkness can extinguish. Your resilience is not just your own, it is a gift to the world. In your strength, others find courage. In your compassion, others find healing. In your purpose, others find meaning. And yet, this is not a burden you carry to gain accolades or recognition. This is the quiet, steady march of one who knows they walk not for themselves, but for something far greater. And so, the world watches, some in awe, some in jealousy, and some in hatred. They test you, they challenge you, they push against the immovable force of your purpose. But like rivers shaping stone, every attempt only sharpens your edges and polishes your brilliance. What they do not realize is that their resistance is part of the plan, the friction that ignites your flame. You were never meant to fit in. You were meant to stand apart, to lead, to guide, to shine. You are the chosen, the earth angel, the bearer of divine light. Stand firm. The storms will come and the shadows will grow, but they cannot hold. You are not the reflection of their darkness. You are the beacon that reminds them of the light. You are not ordinary beings. Your light pierces through the veil of darkness, a radiance so potent that it cannot be ignored. You exist as beacons, illuminating paths for others, but that light does not go unchallenged. Forces of chaos and destruction are drawn to you, not out of strength, but desperation. They see your potential to transform, to heal, to disrupt their dominion, and they tremble. These dark forces are relentless, wielding shadows as weapons, seeking to extinguish the divine spark within you. They manipulate, deceive, and twist, using envy and fear as their tools to weaken your resolve and steer you from your sacred mission. Dark forces do not appear as grotesque monstrosities. They are insidious, slipping into the cracks of humanity. They find their way into the hearts of those around you, those whose jealousy or bitterness makes them susceptible. These people may not realize it, but they become vessels of chaos, driven to undermine you with words that cut like daggers or actions that sting like venom. Their attacks are not random. They are calculated disruptions, attempts to shake your foundation and make you question your worth. Every betrayal, every moment of doubt is a battle in the spiritual war that surrounds you. Your path is one of divine alignment, a mission so sacred that it threatens the balance of forces determined to maintain suffering and stagnation. These forces do not attack aimlessly. They target you because your very existence is an act of rebellion against them. Your light challenges the darkness, your presence uproots deception, and your purpose dismantles the chains that bind others. They see the ripples you create, the healing you bring, the truth you speak, and they fear the change you represent. Their goal is singular, to derail you, to snuff out your light before it can spread. The tactics they employ are ruthless. Deception is their currency, and manipulation is their craft. They plant seeds of doubt, whispers that echo in your mind, urging you to believe you are not enough, that your trials are punishments rather than blessings. They cloak their envy in subtle disguises, convincing you that the resistance you face is insurmountable. Yet their power is not infinite. Their strength lies in illusion, in the hope that you will forget who you are and what you are meant to do. But you are not defenseless. Your light is a weapon, a shield forged from your resilience and unwavering faith. Each challenge, each attack, only sharpens your awareness of the forces at play. You begin to see through the deception, recognizing the manipulation for what it is, a desperate attempt to keep you from rising. You are protected in ways that dark forces cannot comprehend, surrounded by energies and beings that stand as guardians of your purpose. They cannot break what they cannot reach, and your soul is beyond their grasp. The envy that others direct toward you is not a reflection of your flaws, but of your brilliance. They see in you what they lack and cannot bear to confront. Their attempts to bring you down are not signs of your weakness, but affirmations of your strength. You are not here to be small, to shrink in the face of opposition. You are here to shine, to disrupt, to fulfill a purpose that transcends the chaos around you. Every attempt to harm or manipulate you only strengthens your resolve, further aligning you with the divine mission you carry. The battlefield you walk is not of your choosing, but it is one you are equipped to navigate. The darkness fears you because it knows your light cannot be contained. You are more than a target. You are the force that will dismantle their illusions, the chosen ones, destined to bring truth and transformation to a world that desperately needs it. Stand firm. The light within you is unstoppable. And now, let us take a moment to honor the chosen among us. Here's to the ones who see the world differently, the silent guardians, the watchful souls, always awake, always vigilant. They don't fit the mold, and they wouldn't have it any other way. While others walk familiar paths, they forge their own, fighting unseen battles, illuminating the shadows. It's not for everyone, and that's okay, but if you feel it deep within, you'll know this is meant for you. No masks, no pretense, just truth. The Obsidian Inner Order is here, a place where kindred spirits gather to share wisdom, to connect, to transform. Over 400 strong, united not by conformity but by purpose. If you're ready, you know where to find us. The link is in the description. If not, that's perfectly fine, because we're always here, watching over, making a difference in ways unseen. Here's to those who walk their own path, not for recognition, but because it's who they are. Here's to you. Every encounter, every betrayal, every moment of trial is a revelation. God allows certain people into your life not as blessings in disguise, but as necessary trials to expose truths hidden in shadow. These individuals, whether they come bearing false smiles or veiled intentions, are permitted entry only to serve a higher purpose. They are tools to sharpen your discernment, to teach you the weight of trust, and to fortify your spirit against future deception. Through their actions, you are given clarity, a divine lens through which you see what was once obscured, and when their presence is no longer needed, they are removed, their role in your life rendered obsolete by the will of the Almighty. Your faith, chosen ones, is not merely a belief, it is your armor. It wraps around you, unseen but unbreakable, shielding your heart and mind from the daggers of malice aimed your way. Faith is not passive. It is active resistance, a declaration to all who seek your downfall that you stand under divine authority. When envy claws at you, when lies are spun around you, when manipulation seeks to ensnare you, it is your faith that deflects these attacks. It is a shield no weapon can pierce, no darkness can penetrate. The presence of divine protection encircles you like an unyielding barrier, felt not just by you, but by those who dare to challenge you. It is a force so tangible and undeniable that even the most cunning of intentions falter in its presence. Those who harbor envy, jealousy, or malice are disarmed before they even begin, their arrows of resentment falling harmlessly at your feet as if deflected by an unseen hand. Every trap they set collapses, not because of coincidence, but because their designs are weighed down by the very darkness they sought to project onto you. This protection is not passive, it is active and intentional. It mirrors your own strength, amplifies your clarity, and stands as a testament to the divine forces working tirelessly on your behalf. Those who attempt to harm you find themselves ensnared by their own actions, as if the universe itself has conspired to reflect their malice back upon them. Their whispers of doubt grow silent, their plans unravel, and their confidence disintegrates in the face of your unshakable resolve. You remain unmovable, not because you are without vulnerability, but because your faith transforms every attack into an opportunity for growth. Their attempts to disrupt you only serve to strengthen your foundation, revealing the futility of their efforts and the enduring power of your purpose. With every failure they encounter, it becomes clearer to all that you are untouchable, not because you are invincible, but because you are divinely supported. If you've ever felt attacks strengthen your resolve rather than break you, comment below. Faith shields me, I cannot be touched. Together, let's declare that no force can shake the foundation of the chosen ones. If this resonates deeply, don't forget to subscribe to Obsidian and turn on notifications so you never miss these vital light codes. When they attempt to undermine you, they ignite a chain reaction they are ill-prepared to endure. In their arrogance, they believe they can bend divinely guided souls to their will, as if manipulating threads of fate were within their grasp. But the light within you is not theirs to control. It burns with a sacred intensity, untouchable and unyielding. Their schemes become their undoing, not by your hand, but by the unseen forces that guard your purpose. They step into a storm they cannot weather, their own actions transforming into the winds that uproot them. Those who challenge you unknowingly wield a double-edged blade. In their attempt to harm or control, they invite the weight of consequences to crash upon them like a tidal wave. They set traps only to stumble into them. They sow seeds of chaos only to reap fields of despair. This is not punishment by mortal standards, but the inevitable unraveling of their own intentions. Divine power does not retaliate, it reflects. Every move they make against you mirrors back, magnified, until their own designs consume them. Their interference triggers a spiritual backfire, a recoil so precise it leaves no doubt of its origin. The energy they expend in trying to harm you circles back with relentless precision, striking where they are most vulnerable. It is not vengeance, it is balance. The universe does not tolerate disruption of divine purpose. Every act of malice they commit against you becomes the foundation of their own downfall, a collapse so profound it echoes through every facet of their existence. And still you remain untouched. Your mission, chosen ones, is too sacred, too fortified to be derailed by their actions. They hurl their stones, but they crumble to dust before they reach you. They weave lies, but the truth encircling you unravels their fabrications. You walk forward, unshaken, while they stumble beneath the weight of their own decisions. What they sought to destroy only strengthens, and what they sought to control slips further from their grasp. Understand this, your existence is a disruption to their darkness, and their downfall is not by your desire, but by their defiance of forces beyond comprehension. The divine mission within you cannot be touched by their envy, their manipulation, or their hate. Every effort they make against you becomes a step toward their own reckoning. They played themselves the moment they chose to challenge the sacred, for no force on earth or beyond it can stand against the will of the divine. You do not have to act. Their fall is written in the very fabric of their choices. You are not meant to carry the weight of those who sought to break you. Their actions, deceptive, cruel, or calculated, were not a reflection of your worth, but a lesson in your strength. Letting them go is not surrender, it is liberation. To release those who tried to manipulate or hurt you is to refuse them space in the sanctuary of your mind and soul. It is to declare that their actions, though disruptive, cannot define you. Your journey is far too sacred to be burdened by their shadows. Releasing them is not forgetting, it is transcending. It is understanding that their role in your life, painful as it was necessary to unveil truths about yourself and the world around you. They were unwitting instruments in your growth, their betrayal sharpening your discernment, their manipulation fortifying your boundaries. By letting go, you acknowledge their actions for what they were, a test, a refining fire, and you step forward purified and unencumbered. This is not weakness, it is spiritual maturity, a reflection of your faith in divine justice. You do not seek vengeance because you know the forces that protect you are already at work, ensuring balance and reckoning in ways beyond your reach. Pain for chosen ones is never wasted. Every sting of betrayal, every wound inflicted by those you trusted becomes a wellspring of wisdom. You transform it, as only you can, into something powerful, an armor forged from lessons learned, a light that guides others out of their own darkness. This is your gift, to turn every attempt to diminish you into a step that elevates you. Those who sought to control or harm you underestimated your ability to alchemize pain into purpose. Their actions intended to break you, instead build you. Each setback you've faced, every manipulation endured, is not a mark of defeat but a stepping stone towards something greater. You carry the scars not as reminders of suffering, but as emblems of survival, resilience and triumph. These scars are not your burden, they are your proof. Proof that you have walked through storms designed to uproot you and emerge stronger, rooted deeper in your truth and purpose. To let go is to reclaim your peace. It is to free your hands and heart for the work you were chosen to do. Their actions may have tried to shatter you, but your spirit is unbreakable. Release them, chosen ones, not for their sake but for yours. In doing so, you transform pain into wisdom, setbacks into stepping stones, and betrayal into the bedrock of your purpose. Your journey does not end with them. It begins anew, unbound and unstoppable. You are not defined by the trials set against you, but by the divine power that lifts you above them. When the storms rage and the ground trembles beneath your feet, you do not fall, you rise, guided by a light that no shadow can extinguish. This is not mere resilience, it is divine strength, a force that propels you forward when others would falter. You carry within you a fire that cannot be smothered, a spark ignited by forces far beyond mortal comprehension. This light is your compass, your armor, and your weapon, shaping your every step with purpose. Your gifts are not ordinary. They are sacred tools, forged in the crucible of your challenges, refined by the flames meant to destroy you. These gifts, whether they manifest as wisdom, healing, leadership, or unshakable faith, are not given lightly. They are entrusted to you because you are called to do what others cannot. As you grow, these gifts flourish, branching out like a mighty tree rooted deeply in divine soil. They stretch toward the heavens, unstoppable, bearing fruits that nourish those around you. These are not talents for personal gain. They are instruments of your calling, tools to shape the world in alignment with the higher plan that governs your life. Every experience you face is part of this shaping, a deliberate stroke in the masterpiece of your existence. The betrayals, the triumphs, the heartbreaks, the victories, all of it molds you. What others see as setbacks are in truth the sculptor's chisel, carving away what no longer serves your mission. Each scar etched upon your spirit is a mark of refinement, proof that you have been chosen for something greater than yourself. These moments of pain and triumph do not exist in isolation. They are threads woven into the fabric of your purpose, strengthening your connection to the divine. Your life, chosen ones, is not random, it is purpose-driven. You are here to shift the world, to illuminate paths hidden in darkness, to carry burdens others cannot bear. Your calling is not a burden, but a privilege, a sacred anointing that marks you as unstoppable. And though the weight of your mission may feel heavy at times, you do not carry it alone. Divine hands guide your every step, protect you from unseen dangers, and ensure that no weapon formed against you can prosper. Walk with confidence, for your purpose is unshakable. You are not merely surviving, you are thriving, transforming every challenge into a stepping stone toward destiny. The favor upon you is not fleeting, it is eternal. You are chosen, anointed, and destined to leave a mark no force can erase. Step boldly into your calling, for you are the embodiment of divine purpose. You, the chosen ones, stand as pillars of light in a world that often prefers the comfort of darkness. Your presence is disruptive, not by choice, but by design. You were forged for this. The forces that shaped you carved resilience into your very being, etching a strength so profound that even the storms of the world cannot erode it. Yet this role you carry is not for the faint of heart. The weight of purpose presses against you, a constant reminder that you are here for something far greater than the fleeting concerns of the ordinary. The world will resist you. Those who walk paths of shadow will see your light as an affront. Their jealousy will burn, their envy will simmer, and their schemes will weave like fragile webs against your unyielding will. They will try to diminish you, not because you are weak, but because you are strong. Weakness never invites resistance. It is power, unmistakable and undeniable, that provokes. Yet in their futile attempts to hinder you, they are unknowingly sharpening your edge. Like fire strengthens steel, their opposition only tempers your resolve. Your purpose is not without divine protection. As David stood against Goliath with nothing but a sling and unwavering faith, so too are you shielded by forces unseen but undeniable. The challenges you face are not random acts of cruelty, but deliberate tests meant to refine you. The betrayal of allies, the whisper of doubt, the overwhelming weight of loneliness, these are the chisels shaping you into a masterpiece. Each trial strips away what no longer serves, revealing the brilliance of your true self beneath. Release what no longer aligns with your calling. Let go of the expectations others have tried to place upon you, the roles they've insisted you play, and the limits they've sought to impose. These are chains that cannot bind you unless you allow them. Your path is not theirs to dictate. Trust in the divine whispers that guide your steps, even when the way forward is shrouded in uncertainty. Faith does not demand sight. It demands trust. Do not mistake your challenges as evidence of abandonment. The universe's silence during your trials is not a lack of presence, but a deliberate pause, allowing you to realize the strength that already resides within. When David faced Goliath, he did not falter, because he understood that his victory was not about the size of his enemy, but the magnitude of the force guiding him. Your enemies, be they circumstances, people, or even your own fears, may seem insurmountable. But you are not fighting alone. You are here for a reason. The divine forces that chose you do not make mistakes. Every scar you carry, every tear you've shed, every battle you've fought has meaning. They are the proof of your resilience, the evidence of your worthiness. You do not merely survive these trials, you conquer them. Each victory, no matter how small, is a testament to the unstoppable power within you. So walk forward with confidence, chosen ones. Release what no longer serves you. Trust that every step is guided, every challenge is purposeful, and every setback is temporary. You are not defined by the resistance you face, but by the strength with which you rise above it. The world may not always understand you, but it is not your job to be understood. Your job is to stand, to shine, and to fulfill the purpose for which you were created. Faith will be your anchor, strength your weapon, and love your armor. Move forward boldly, for the forces that chose you walk beside you. You are not alone, and you are never without purpose. Stand tall, chosen ones, for your victory is already written. You carry a light that no darkness can extinguish. The trials you have faced, the obstacles meant to shatter you, have only refined your spirit, sharpening your resolve and fortifying your purpose. You do not walk this path alone. Divine forces move with you, ensuring that every challenge becomes a stepping stone, every betrayal becomes a lesson, and every loss transforms into wisdom. Your strength lies not in avoiding pain, but in rising above it, turning each setback into a testament of your unshakable resilience. When you choose to share your story, you are not just speaking, you are creating ripples of hope and solidarity. Your experiences are not for you alone, they are a beacon for others navigating the shadows of doubt and opposition. Share how you have risen above the schemes of those who sought to undermine you, how you turned their attempts into stepping stones toward your divine mission. In doing so, you create a space where others can find strength, where they too can rise. Leave your reflections, your victories, and your hard-won lessons as a legacy for those who need to know they are not alone. Speak boldly of how you've confronted envy, deceit, and adversity, and emerged not just unbroken but empowered. Each word you share reinforces the truth. You are chosen, protected, and destined to inspire. As you move forward, let peace and blessings surround you, affirming your path and purpose. Know that no force can disrupt what has been divinely ordained, and no challenge can strip you of your strength. Stand tall, walk boldly, and continue to shine. You are not just surviving, you are leading. Go forth with confidence in your mission and a heart open to others who need your light.